Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We've got some good PSVR2 news today. The PlayStation VR2 day coming soon and it sounds great, but also we've got updates from developers of Reach, new release dates, No Man's Sky receiving great update, but I want to start from a little rant today. Something what maybe I'm not doing often lately, but today I really got annoyed with the reviews of the Samsung Galaxy XR, a device that just released for $1,800 without the controllers. The controllers are extra $250, so it's well over $2,000, and the controllers already are sold out anyway. And I'm talking about it because same outlets that was criticizing PSVR2 launch price being fucking too expensive, praising how good of a price is this XR, Samsung Galaxy XR. So when PSVR2 launched in February 2023 at $549, many tech outlets flagged the cost as a major obstacle, even though the headset was built for high-end VR gaming with titles like Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village, and of course beautiful No Man's Sky, the games that even today, the standalone headsets just simply cannot run natively, they just cannot. So for me it should have been compared maybe not downwards to the standalone models, but maybe to high-end models like on PC VR, but maybe as a cheaper option of it. Anyway, Wired said that PSVR2 is going to suffer from severe sticker shock on top of having to own a PlayStation 5. The headset costs $550. Did I mention it's expensive? TechRadar said if you want to buy PSVR2 headset, you're looking at shelling out $549, and that just for the headset of its own. The 6-axis set at $549.99, you'll be paying more than you would for PlayStation 5 console. I simply cannot see PSVR2 having a significant broader reach than the original headset. This is Games Radar, as expensive as a console, peripheral feels at $549, more expensive than the PlayStation it's tied to, I might add. So this illustrated how the pricing issues dominated the coverage, even though the device was designed for top-tier VR gaming, not the casual silly bullshit. Anyway, this all comes to the something I mentioned before, which is the comparison anchor, when they've been comparing standalones versus high-end VR. So the thing to note is many reviews compared PlayStation VR2 downwards to standalone headsets like Meta Quest line, rather than to high-end feather VR systems like your Valve Index, which, by the way, without the PC, costed more than PSVR2 and PS5. So with PC it was even more. So since PSVR2 is a console feathered, so it's got the fucking wire, something what so many people just cannot get over. I don't know why, but anyway. This headset is built for PS5 and optionally PC those days. I mean, PC support on PSVR2 is a bit shitty, but anyway. The fair comparison would be with high-end fidelity VR headsets like your PC VR headsets, and think of it like a cheap high-end VR system. That's how PSVR2 should really be spoken about on the release date, and it's had so many groundbreaking things that many VR headsets, even high-end on PC, don't have today, like eye tracking, like headset rumble, all this stuff. But anyway, so fast forward today to Galaxy XR launch at much higher price, but getting better reviews. So you're looking at Galaxy XR launching at $1,799, which is 3 times more than PSVR2 launch price, yet the narrative around it price is much more favorable because the comparison anchor is different. So, The Verge, same people who's been fucking shitting on PSVR2 price, saying specifically Galaxy XR cost $1,799 compared to Vision Pro's astronomical $3,049 $3,499, you get much more bang for your buck. What are you just kidding me here? Wired saying Samsung Galaxy XR mixed reality headset undercuts Apple Vision Pro by $1,700. Road to VR saying the launch price of $1,800 isn't cheap by any means, but considering the similarities between Vision Pro specs and features, it's far more blah blah blah. Tom's Guide saying at $1,799 the Galaxy XR is nearly half the price of Vision Pro. Still pricey, but blah 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 blah, fucking good. So notice how reviewers repeatedly emphasize that half price of Vision Pro in pretty much every review I read today. This is the angle they going with, half price of the Vision Pro, shifting the anchor upwards to much more expensive device and making $1,799 seem like a bargain rather than a big ask, which is annoying me a lot today. So what if Galaxy XR being compared to standalones? If Galaxy XR, if you compared it to headsets like Meta Quest, which is priced anywhere between $300 to $500 today, and actually, if you want Quest 3, it's on sale for $250, which is pretty awesome, so go and get it, but the story would be sounding much different. $1,799 for a headset when you can get a standalone for $250 today. That framing would likely mirror how PlayStation VR2 was talked about at launch. And speaking about launch PSVR2 reviews, can you remember? Also, main narrative, it's cost of living crisis and PSVR2 is too expensive, even though the prices today are higher as they ever been compared to the wages people getting. So, the takeaway of it is PSVR2 launched at $549 and was gaming first, tied to PS5, designed for high fidelity experiences, yet the price narrative was very negative because reviews compared it to cheaper standalone headsets, while Galaxy XR launches at $1,799 without a fucking controller, and it's being placed on price because reviews compare it upwards to Apple Vision Pro, which is $3,500. So anchor points matter when you compare a product and it changes the perception of its value. For PlayStation VR2, the mis-anchoring, let's call it like that, the low tier standalone almost certainly damped its early reception, despite of it being more powerful and just awesome headset. So anyway, that's my rant, that's how I see it. Sony of course lowered the price of PSVR2 now to $399 and it's awesome. Of course PSVR2 got few setbacks as well, like the very small sweet spot, you know, bulkier headsets, but still, for the high fidelity, cheap VR is great price. And you know what, if you can, just get it if you all into VR gaming and don't bother about tapping fucking video with your finger in virtual space. We don't want to finger videos, we want to play games on this channel. But anyway, let's move on now to PSVR2 news. Now I'm still angry. So, first story is, after a rocky launch, the developers behind Reach finally responding, maybe more. They acknowledge the issues and now they saying they wasting no time fixing things, and a new beta hotfix is now available on Steam for Steam players, because on Steam half of headsets didn't work and people seeing improvements, but they're saying that's just the start. The team is also working on a major patch that they expecting to drop next week on 27th of October, and this upcoming update aims to overhaul several key systems, including a new chapter select menu, so players can replay missions and experiment with different play styles, which is great. Multiple save slots, so you can revisit your favorite moments, and also improvements to save system stability, fixing soft locks, tutorial books, audio issues, and autosave problems, which was plenty on, especially on PSVR2. And of course, performance boost, graphical updates with better lighting optimization and overall smoother gameplay, but also the developers say this is just the beginning, with plenty of more quality of life fixes planned as they keep improving the experience across all platforms, including PlayStation VR2. In other things, let me talk about this PlayStation VR2 Day. This was announced on the PSVR2 Without Parole YouTube channel, and basically they are teaming up with Flat2 VR Studios for a special PlayStation VR2 Day live stream, and this live stream goes live on Tuesday, 4th of November at 7:30 p.m. UK time where I live, but 11:30 a.m. Pacific time or 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, and it's already teasing some exciting announcements. If you are a part of the GameCat army or just love PSVR2 news, this is one you don't want to miss. Flat2 VR has been behind many of the biggest flat screen to VR conversion, so expectations, from me at least, are pretty high. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping for some good PSVR2 news. And a side note, I know in past me and Brian used to just insult each other, take piece of each other maybe, just for laughs, but I'm glad to see that actually the PSVR2, so heavy PSVR2 and always PSVR2 focused channel gets its time to shine for a PlayStation VR2 Day. What a perfect fitting. Anyway, moving on to the next story, let's talk about No Man's Sky Breach / Halloween update. So what's new here? Hello Games dropped this breached update today. The game is, by the way, on sale, so get it if you can, it's cheap. And it leans hard into spacewalking, ship salvaging, and the custom shipbuilding craze from Voyagers. The headline is explorable space wrecks spawn across the universe. You can like salvage rare parts and fold those into deeper ship customization back at your workshop. It's live on PlayStation. Sorry, all the sounding earlier makes me dry in the throat department. So anyway, this includes on PC and PSVR2, because of course this is high-end VR and those platforms run No Man's Sky in VR, so fuck you Samsung Galaxy XR for the great price of $1,799. What? You kidding me? Anyway, so just few quick highlights. You can do space wreck exploration, big ship building expansion, Expedition 20 Bridge limited time community expedition themed for Halloween with its own rewards and milestone, and of course patch 6.10 fixes, stability performance tweaks, and some other border quality of life improvements. Now, Hotel Infinity, it's almost time to check it out, because this surreal, mind-bending VR puzzle adventure from the studio, that's how I say in their name, might be Chir, I don't know, the creators of Manifold Garden. This game officially opens its doors on November 13th on PlayStation VR2 and Quest headsets with a brand new release date trailer now live, which you can see playing for you in the background as I speak. Built entirely around room scale exploration, Hotel Infinity uses portals, elevators, and impossible architecture to make a tiny 2x2 meter play area feel infinite. Something maybe what I complained in my Wallace and Gromit review yesterday. If you didn't check it out, it's live on the channel as well. Every corridor leads somewhere new, every room behaves differently, and reality itself seems to twist as you explore, with its haunting, beautiful design and original soundtrack by Larissa Okada and clever spatial puzzles that play with perception. Hotel Infinity looks like one of the most unique VR releases of the year. I'm going here by the press release, by the way, so I will judge it once I play it. And you can just go and wishlist right now on PS Store and Meta Store. So, thanks for watching. That's it for today. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it. Bye.